Mr. Popo back at it again with another super tournament, super craziness, ultimate guard, superness, all you want, just join now.
What's up, super players? It's your homie C-Rod, and today we got the starter deck Vegito deck profile that you could easily make by just buying 2 starter decks and adding a little bit of cool overpowered cards into the deck. So we got Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. As you guys could see, Vegito is honestly very powerful. He has an auto, he's able to attack and draw another auto, which makes him pretty powerful, that you're able to flip this leader over, draw 2 cards when one of your blue unison or blue battle cards is removed from the field by a skill or KO'd. Awesome ability. You could pretty much awaken early game with high life, or a basic awakening effect that if your life is at 4 or less, you draw 1 card and get one of your energies to active mode to go into Super Saiyan Blue Vegito Godhood Transcended. Same thing, auto. When he attacks, you draw a card, but an activate battle that when one of your blue unison cards attacks, you're able to use 2 blue energies to give that unison triple strike and a 10k boost power, allowing you to go for game with the unison card, which is predominantly our boss card of this deck. And then he has an auto that if one of your blue battle cards or unison cards is removed from the battle area by a skill or KO'd, you're able to restand an energy and draw a card, and we're going to be abusing that ability right there to have defensive energy and drawing potential with this deck. So that's the leader. So now we are going to go into our unison of the deck, and it happens to be Gogeta Pursuit of Power, which you get 2 of them when you buy a starter deck. So if you buy 2 starter decks, you get the whole playset, and we're going to be running 4 of these because you definitely want to play this card out turn 2. He has a permanent ability that when one of your blue Saiyan cards happens to be in rest mode, that happens to be a battle card, your leader loses no damage whatsoever. They have to either A, remove this Gogeta unison card, or remove the battle card that happens to be a Saiyan on the field. If they don't, your leader is immortal, powerful right there. And an activate main, you're able to give it a marker by switching one of your battle cards or your leader card to rest mode. And -2, you're able to remove one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, if you take away 2 markers, and you could go for game with a triple strike by using your leader's ability. This is the boss card of the deck. So now let's go into our 1-drop of the deck, and I got Dr. Rhoda, Unknown Potential. So I have this guy because he's a blocker and he has an auto that when this card is KO'd, you're able to restand an energy, and synchronized very well with our leader. Not only do you restand an energy with our leader when a blue card is KO'd, you also draw a card, and this card restands another energy, or you can play him out to awaken your leader early game. This is a must run. If you want to run 3, feel free, but I felt 2 was okay. Then after that, we are going to be running Krillin the Cunning, because this card draws you a card when you play it, and it stops your opponent from restanding energy during their turn. Awesome to stop your opponent from doing any sort of offensive energy manipulation plays, and you can switch it to rest mode with your Gogeta unison card to give it markers. Then I also have Super Saiyan Trunks, the Master of Peace. Now this guy I have in here because he has an auto that when you combo this card, you're able to pay 1 blue energy to play out a blue Saiyan card that has an energy cost of 2 or less from your hand onto the field in rest mode with its energy with its abilities negated. Awesome ability right here to get you a Saiyan card in rest mode, so your leader is immortal to attacks when you happen to have your unison on the field. This card's awesome to spam out Saiyans onto the field. Then we have a target for that Trunks, which happens to be this blue Saiyan 2-cost Trunks Hope of Saiyans. I added this guy into the deck because it's a 2-drop Saiyan that when he attacks, you're able to pick up the top 3 and add yourself 1 blue Saiyan card among them to your hand, then shuffle. So upon attacking, this guy's gonna search you out the right Saiyans necessary to survive, and then you have a Saiyan in rest mode that your opponent has to KO, and then you could activate your leader's abilities to restand and draw. Awesome card right there. Your opponent has to remove it. Then we got our 1-drop Son Goku. We can't have a Vegito deck without a Son Goku, right? So we got the playset of Son Goku, Tenacious Warrior. This card is a card that he attacks. You're able to take a life and give it 11,000 power, making it a 15k attack. And a cool thing is that when this card is KO'd, you pick up the top 7 and search for a 2-cost specific Unison card, which happens to be this Gogeta that you desperately need in your hand. So this is a searcher for the Unison. Then we have another 1-drop Vegeta, which happens to be Vegeta, Savior of the Future. This card is so good because it allows you to take a life and give it double strike, allowing you to remove your opponent's Unison cards as well with 1 attack. Awesome right here. Also helps you self-awaken if you need to, but I usually use it for Unison removal. Then we have Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta Heroic Warrior. This is a must run 4 of, in my opinion. It's a critical battle card if your leader is a Blue Saiyan, which it is. So it's a 15k critical attack, and he has an auto that when this card is KO'd, you're able to draw a card and then get 1 blue Unison from your drop area to your hand. So if this guy gets removed from the field, you're able to bring it back with this Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. And he draws you a card, and this card synchronizes so well with your leader as well. So then we are gonna be running, let me synchronize this, we're gonna be running our super combo Son Gohan Accelerated Slam. You don't have to run this card. If you want, you can run another card, but I just wanted to keep it themed to the starter decks. 10k boost, draw card when your life is at 4 or less. Awesome for surviving. Then we also have Raging Spirit Son Gohan, which is actually really good in this deck because when you combo this card, after comboing, it comes out onto the field. And then guess what? You now have a Saiyan in rest mode, so your leader doesn't lose any damage. And this Gogeta right here synchronized with this Gohan is so good to protect your leader from taking any life. And then you have a 15k battle card on the field as well to pressure your opponent next turn. And then obviously if you're running blue, you gotta run Senzu Bean. Gives a 5k boost, restand 1 of 2 energies back to active mode. Too good not to run. Then I added Pre-Phase Son Goku. The reason I have Pre-Phase Son Goku is because when you play this card, you're able to restand 2 energies, so it's a 1-drop 15k battle card that happens to be a Saiyan and it has barrier, so your opponent has to attack it to get it removed from the field. We're running 2 of these Gokus. Then we have Vegito, Aspiring Intimidator, and this card is a card that is able to protect your leader from getting attacked as well, because if your leader is blue and this card is in rest mode, it gains barrier and your opponent cannot attack your leader card. They have to get through this guy. And also if you have 5 or more energies, you're able to draw a card when you play them. We're running 3 of those Vegitos. Then obviously the best counter for the blue happens to be Dimension Magic, which we are running 4 of. Stops an attack and restands 2 of your energies. And then you know what? One of the surprise attack finishers happens to be at all costs Vegeta. You take 2 lives, and then this guy gains 3k power for each one of your energies. And if you have 5 or more energies, you're also able to KO one of your opponent's battle cards. He gains triple strike, and when you play this card, you're able to draw a card and restand one of your energies as well. So it's a 3-drop triple strike finisher. And that is the Vegito deck. Be sure to join our Super tournaments. Link in the description. We're giving away the starter decks if you win first or second place, so feel free to join. This Gogeta Unison is beast-like. Also, join the Core TCG tournament if you'd like as well. And always support by giving us a like. And like we always say, y'all stay super.
Awaken now, beast mode. Victory strike that mic. J's on my feet while I triple strike. Going in for game, you wish you did the same. Here comes the fool, I pity the fool. Double strike, draw 2.